Chat! Hi! How are we doing? Hello, what's good? How's it going? How are we? Hello, Dudbro. Hello, Magnus. Hello, Axo Blue. Hello, Rice's God. Hello, Ryle. Oh boy, a server reboot. Oh joy. Predictified, W on predicting the stream, by the way. Hello, J-Hook. Hello, TGB. Zero RNG and Life. What is good? I'm Pluto. How we doing? What's the old Slayer type movie whilst doing E-Man? My God. Got a cameo in the latest vid? Indeed you did. But how are we doing? Chat, I have a problem. Time Splash, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. But yeah, so, I have a problem. A big problem. I'm poor. I'm broke again. This ain't great. This is terrible. I'm dirt poor. I have nothing. And I have magical power slots that are unfilled. I need to be trying to get myself Primordial Helmet and Reaper Armor ASAP. And I have minions that I haven't claimed in 2 days. What was that name? Bro, this shit is the bro, I swear to God, I don't have stream RNG. I don't have stream RNG for getting drops, but I have stream RNG for dumb shit happening. Like I got the RNG, I got the streamer luck for the just like the random shit that occurs. But yeah, I haven't claimed these guys in a couple days. Which basically means that there's a decent chance I've got another redstone collection level up in here. I probably don't actually. I'm probably lying to you. I'm probably lying through my teeth. Oh, I didn't. Oh, fuck. So yeah, I've got a lot of talismans to get, and I don't have a lot of money to get them with, which isn't good. Can you do the push-ups, please? I will in a second. Let me just get through the start of this. So it's not great. It's not a brilliant start, that's for sure. I mean, obviously I have bits, but I'm saving. Oh. Galax, hello. How we doing? Yeah, I only have 23 hours of cookie buff left, so I'm kind of saving those for that. Anyway, let me put myself in air jail whilst I get these done. Yeah. Somehow my arms still hurt, which is incredible, by the way. Aha! Nah, 10. Oh, sweet Jesus. That hurts. Don't you got a wrist injury? Yeah, it's mostly fine. It comes and goes. I've had it for the last 10 years. It comes and goes. And is usually only at its worst for like a couple days at a time. Right, Spider. Actually, I've got 4.1 mil. Can I get any talismans? Why did you ooh my name? It looks suspicious. I don't think I can get any legendary. I don't have that one. No, I do have that one. I definitely have that one. That was the first one I got, yes. Ooh! No. You know what I can do? You know what I can do? Hello, Fire Boys. Hi. Hi. I'm here to take your test. I'm here to take your test. I also have this one that I need to level up at some point. Hi. Hello there. Can I have your talisman, please? Hello, Slothy. Was good. Was good. Will you do 20 without a break? Probably not. Oh boy, a scheduled reboot. I bought my hype. Let's go. GG. This doesn't hurt very much, really. I mean, I should probably get Mastiff before I get, like... I'll definitely be able to get the legendary talismans at some point. Not for the moment. The MacBook Neo ad popped up on my screen. I'm trying to practice my guitar. So just out. Proceeded to shout, not my tempo, before muting it. Fair enough. You gotta see it. I may have gone overboard. I feel like I need to see this then. I believe the legendary soul talisman is near impossible. You are just wrong. I don't think I can get it on this profile because you can just straight cheese it with a wither cloak, but it's definitely not near impossible at all. It's far from near impossible. Why Tara? Because Tara makes me the most money. Tara is going to be the big slayer for coins. It's in one of the backpacks. There it is. Oh yeah, you did go a little. Smoldering 1. EDS causes a lot of pain. Erectile dysfunction syndrome. Sorry, no. Sorry. Sorry, that wasn't funny. My bad. Flat. I mean, it's not. That's definitely not a bad deal at all. 1.6 for all of that. Sure as hell. It is what. Okay. That was unnecessary, wasn't it? That didn't need to be said now, did it? All right. All right. Just not true. Would you be mad if you died because of this talisman? I don't believe it counts towards death counter. From what I've been told, it does not count towards death counter, so it's fine. Why don't you test it? No, thank you. I'll just go and test it on my main. Because I don't think I ever fully finished it. So this should easily kill me. $16,045. $16,045. It does not. It in fact does not count towards deaths. Huge. Abdo Aviation, how we doing? That is actually pretty huge. Let me enter the fire. Still doesn't really hurt all too much, which is quite nice. I'm not too sure how I mean, actually, what? This one isn't true damage, is it? Nibster with the tier 1. My goat. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Have you been doing the experimentation? I have. I've been doing it at least once a day. Maybe sometimes 2 times a day. If I'm really feeling it, you know? Hello. I'm here to... Rarity of your item will be upgraded on the next trial. W. I wonder if crystal armor would be a play. How many tier 7s do you think you're going to get? 0. I don't think I'll ever even get... How do I get Heart Forest 6 ASAP? Break trees. That is all. Just break trees. Fig 256. I don't think I'm going to even be able to afford the max tier of talisman. I mean, I'm not going to get to it. But, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford it either. Hey, I mean, I'll take a rare talisman, though. A rare talisman's pretty good. If I can get to an epic, that'd be even better. Fig or Mang? Fig's faster. Fig's more efficient. Mangrove is easier. Fig's more efficient. A diamond stream opens, I'm just going to put it on video. Alright, then, bro. Well, see ya. Needs from recommendations. Have you finished the E-Man movie? If not, then... that one. Otherwise, Too Short to Hit has a absolute list of bangers. I can't lie. Short's got a list of bangers. No, you don't need to worry about the old videos. No, 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 no. Don't worry about those ones. They don't exist. They don't exist. Don't worry about those. Don't worry about the old videos. We no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We don't need to worry about those ones. Red Elixir, how's it going? Yeah, my recommendation is shorts videos. They're good. I like them. Surely I don't die, right? Surely I don't die. If I just keep popping my heals, then yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Easy. Easy gaming. I'm sure as hell not getting higher than that. Okay. 256 enchanted mangrove. I don't think that's too expensive either. Yeah, they're all. It's kind of insane to me that this talisman is cheaper than the fire talisman. That's kind of insane to me. You'd think it'd be the other way around. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get nearly as far in this one as in the other one. This fire hurts a lot more since I don't have Mastiff. Let me have a look at the old vids. No, you don't need to do that. Seems like you have the spark for this. I have very, very strong skin. Might as well. No, don't worry about it. No, no, no. Okay. Thanks, Jayhawk. Thanks. Yep. This one's also peak. What have you put in? Oh yeah, no, that one is peak. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'm willing to accept that one. Bet money only. Is it strictly from Slayers or byproducts, Matt? You like to bizarre flip or auction flip for those profits? I mean, yeah, I'm allowed to. If it's a Slayer craft involving Slayer drops, then I can, provided that I'm earning the drops. Like if I'm buying both of them, like for example, if I'm flipping Red Claw artifacts and I'm buying all of the materials for Red Claw artifacts, then that's a no-go. That's just straight flipping. Although, however, if I'm dropping the stuff for those Red Claw artifacts and then crafting them, that's fine. Obviously, not all of the ingredients come from Slayers, so some of it would have to be bought, obviously. But you get what I mean. Honestly, I'll be happy if I can get this one to legendary. No, to rare. To be completely honest, because it hurts. It hurts a lot. Dark Oak 512. I mean, from what I remember as well, it's expensive. Like it gets expensive quickly. This is unenjoyable. I'll admit. Fire Trial is just unenjoyable. In my own personal opinion. How are we doing on these guys as well? I think there's a couple of these I still need to max. Yeah, I still need to max decent karma. That's not terrible, to be fair. There's a couple of other damage things I need to max as well. I think there's a spider one. Did I ever max Flaming Spider? I don't think I've even got Flaming Spider. I didn't. Right, I should probably look into that at some point. Where is it? Flaming Spider. Your Basil. What does Basil do? Okay, that just doesn't matter. At all, actually. Ooh, okay. It's gonna be like, what? I don't know. Oh, wait. Yo, these are actually just fully free. Sure thing. I don't know how many I need. Clearly not as many as I bought. Oh, that one's actually just free. Got it. Huge. What's your hunter fortune? Pretty low. What are we at? 52 on there, plus... So 52 plus 16, so 66. Yeah, 66 plus another 10%. I mean, actually, it's actually not that... That's actually decent. That's actually pretty decent. Trial profile, but make it Slayer Edition. I'll pass. I have other plans. I have too many future plans. Alright, 1064 spruce log. Where log? Can you rate my auction house listings out of 10? Yeah, why not? How many was it again? 1064. Yo! Huh? Decent to make money. I would get at least 100. If you want to make money from hunting, go and get Heart of the Forest 6. Okay, cat. Yeah, I am making it past. Not a chance. Not a chance. I'm making it through the rare tier. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm dying before that. Yeah, I'm cooked. Ain't no way. No way. Alright. That'll have to do for there. Is there any talismans that I can... I mean, there's a couple more that I can pick up. There's a couple more that I can for sure pick up. But... / missing name FIYRTHGU. So, Mr. Splainer, if you want to check, give me a moment. Okay, let me go get some... Let me actually go finish some stuff off. So, what do we got? I've got a couple of random talismans, obviously, I just kind of forgot existed. Farming talisman. Is farming talisman not hay bales? Or is it seeds? Did they change the recipe? Oh, they changed the recipe. That's annoying. Why would they do that? I like the old recipe. Night vision charm, fire talisman. I can't really do either of those. Hey, anybody want to sell me a netherrack looking sunshade? I don't think that there's going to be any of those on the auction house. There usually isn't. Nah. Anyone want to sell me a netherrack looking sunshade? Sure. Bet. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, you can make hella money from crop easels right now. Yeah, I'm sure I could. I can't do that though. That would break my rules. Okay, where is Lush? Can I even afford a Lush artifact? No. Alright, well I guess that's everything I can do without... Could I possibly also trouble you to craft some talismans, if that would be possible? Yippee! Yes, thank you. 1 minute. Okay, so... Thank you very much for the follow, Wolfin. Much appreciated. Wait, fire talisman. That's just enchanted blaze powder, and night vision is... I like men! It's the enchanted versions, right? Yeah. So I need mushrooms. Let's get 4 of these. When you're doing Sven, can we boss share? I don't know when I'll be doing Sven again, to be honest with you, or if I will be doing Sven again. At least not for a very long time. Do you have the dye bucket? I do. You didn't put the tallies? Yeah, I know. I'll deal with it in a minute. Luscious Prime was good. And then 9 of these. There we go. I don't know how much they're worth. I think they're like, what, 50k? I genuinely do... Okay, well, I can't afford that. That's a little out of my price range. Alright. You might have bought that from me. Oh, W. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. My absolute king. Chat, look at that armor. Isn't it just beautiful? Isn't the armor just stunning? Wait, wait, I can make it better. I can make it better. Hold on. Oh, actually, I might not be able to make it better. I might not have that pack anymore. Alright, I lied to you. I cannot make it better. I don't have that pack anymore. Never mind. I was wrong. I forgot. I think I got rid of it when I was doing the Fear 5 one. This should be blue. And not purple. Yeah, that's blue and not purple. Shame. I don't have your one anymore. What shade is he using? The Rethinking Voxels. Right. Right, chat. It is time. Peter Griffin Gas Texture Pack. I am not aware, and honestly, you know what? I'm quite happy about that. I'm quite happy that I'm not, actually. That seems more like a blessing than anything else, to not be aware that that exists. Do you want to check how much a 100 mil Crown of Avarice is? I think it's like 200 or 300 mil. Laughing Diamond push-ups, I got you. Can do. When are we getting the Fire Deep pack on? No. I didn't even make that, by the way. I'm not the one that made that pack. Yo, wait. Volvane with the... Oh, okay, I might be... That's scary. A little close. I should probably not be looking away from my screen mid-boss. Especially not with tier 4s. They hurt. A lot. I want a flip for that sub. I'm afraid I'm not allowed to. I've been banned. Floors are weak. Right, diamond push-ups. Oh, I'm gonna be so dead by the end of the stream. Can I even do another 10? Getting hot. I'm getting too hot. Can I even do another... Can I actually even do another 10? Six. Ah. I'm gonna call it that for today. I'm gonna call push-ups F today. When did you just make the spider boss a whale? Is your wrist hurting? I'm gonna call it. You're allowed to slap duplex onto your bow. I don't know whether I'm high enough enchanting yet. I am not. What did you just make the spider boss a whale? It's a texture pack that I'm using. It's a pack. Okay, I need to deal with this. Let me move that to there. Move that there, move that there. That should work. That should work fine. Oh shit. No. You're scary, you're scary. Leave me alone. Where's the boss? Soul Eater is better. Not for Spider. I cannot see what Soul Eater would actually accomplish for me. Like I don't think it would do anything. What mod makes your boss HP look like that? Sky Hanny. Where is that friend request? There it is. What pack is in your Discord? It is. It should be... It's also on my moderate. It should be, I think, Blowhigh Spider. Duplex Enchanting 28. Yeah, I can't use it yet. But yeah, I mean, Soul Eater doesn't do anything if you're not in dungeons. Much less if you're not using your bow as a weapon. Because I'm not killing anything with it, so Soul Eater is completely useless to me. No, but the only issue is shades are incompatible with it. What does it do? Overlays the inventory? I don't really like that. It's just too much clutter, too much stuff. I like having quite a minimalistic look at stuff. What power stone should I use for Berserker? Hurtful. If you can afford it. Otherwise, Shaded's a pretty good option. Yeah, honestly, I'm just more concerned about survivability. I need... A little bit more defense definitely wouldn't hurt. I'm not willing to swap out to full Tarantula, though. And I mean, what? As we're getting more kills on the helmet, it's fine. It's fine. Once that gets a few more on it, we'll be even more okay. What can I do in order to increase my damage against tier 3 Void Glooms? If I'm in Enderman Slayer level 4, probably more magical power. Would probably be your best option there. But yeah, I personally don't... I already have 650 MP. Okay. Well, but more magical power would still increase your damage. That would still be probably your best way of increasing damage. You can't upgrade your katana. I mean, I don't know what pet you're using, to be fair. Oh yeah, Wind and Sun? Oh yes. Very much so. Can I get 1200 MP with a bill? Should be, yeah. Should be able to, yeah. Low on arrows. Ah, shit. Alright, well, I'll go and replace those. What's good, TIE Fighter? How we doing? But yeah, I mean, also, yeah, what pet are you using? Like, are we on, No, I don't have 650 MP. I have, like, 300. 299. Are we serious? Alright, well, fair enough. I was wrong, I guess. My bad. Fires femboy dick... Okay. Alright now. Alright. What? Seriously? Are we... Really? 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 That's the choice that we go with here. Can we permaban that name? Nah. Nah, it stays. Popped by Radko, thank you for the follow. How we doing? What should I do to get a Hyperion? Honestly, I wouldn't hard focus on it. I would just play the game, level up skills, and get one at some point. Mosasaur with the prime! Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. How's it going? How is it going? Meow, 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 meow. I love the use of Skyland's music in the videos. Well, thank you. It was one of my favorite games growing up. And honestly, I really do miss it. I really do miss that game. The early ones were so good. Would you ever permaban someone from making you do push-ups? No, probably not. I don't really have any reason to. So I can't see any good reason. Since Rail released a hot takes video about skyblock, do you have any? Already off the top of my head. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think off the top of my head I have any particularly hot takes. Can I please? Can you please what? So I can hyperfocus. I can't wait for Aatrox in a few days so I can hyperfocus E-Man. Oh, you poor, poor summer child. Ah. I'll let you find out for yourself. Can I suggest some music for the next episode? Yes, yes. I'll let you find out for yourself. And I will say no more on the topic. No change my friend, so I need a good money making method. I'd say either I'd say probably hunting is your best option. Farming is most consistent, hunting is most efficient. Use the Yokai Watch OST. Any part of it is amazing. Is it? Okay. My problem is that non-copyright. Is the issue there? Because Yokai Watch is a TV show now. What should I hunt? Okay. Are you Heart of the Forest 6 is the first question. If no, go get that first, because you're going to need the hunting fortune. Probably copyrighted? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's... Since it's a TV show. I would assume it's going to be copyright. Needs to update. Sky Honey ain't getting updates. It's... Okay. When Sky Honey... when all the mods are fully updated, then I will. Or when everyone starts moving to 121.11, then I will. That being said, it is also one button to upgrade data. You literally click one button and the entire pack updates. Where's my boss? Is this mine? Where's my boss? No, okay, get Heart of the Forest 6 first. Where is my boss? Which one is mine? Are you? I think it's you. It's one of them. Oh, it is that one. GTI, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I missed that. My bad. What the hell just happened? Void Boom suck during Aatrox. I could try doing Revs. Revs are good because they're a solo thing. E-Mans kind of suck during Aatrox because of how many people are in the lobby. They're usually pretty packed. But yeah, as for stuff to hunt after Heart of the Forest 6, honestly, Invisibugs are just consistent. They may not be the best, but they are pretty consistent. How much are you making per hour right now? Probably not a lot. I would be very surprised if I'm making much money at all. When I'm actively going for Slayer levels, then I'm pretty much making no money. Because I'm obviously not prioritizing coins. Shit, didn't mean to use the bouquet there. Sky Tracker? Yeah, it's only like 11 mil an hour. I mean, it's not terrible, but it shows how not great. What's the gear right now? It is 3/4 Shadow Assassin with a Tarantula helmet, so I can start leveling up kills before getting Primordial. Weapon is obviously, well, Bouquet of Lies. Pet, Ankylosaurus, plus Tarantula for spawning. Ankylo, my baby. The greatest pet in the world. It's not, but I mean, it kind of is. A little bit broken, tiny bit strong, a little bit too strong. Perfect Paradox worth it? I don't have a clue. I don't really farm. Oh, my bad. And purposely had shard / hunting overshadow every money-making method in the game at every stage in the game. Yes, look, hunting is ridiculously OP. In reality, I say it all the time. They needed to add another 1 to 200 hunting fortune on release, realistically, and that would genuinely have balanced it out. Just adding just if they just added a couple hundred more hunting fortune, that would have balanced the skill out so much. As dumb as that sounds to say. But like, if we're being real, the reason that hunting's so insanely OP is because there's not enough fortune. Is Spider Sword better than Bouquet? Sting is. Scorpion Foil's about on par. Dino, slowly but surely, no method will make more than 50 mil an hour. Yeah, you're just so wrong. There's still hunting methods that go over 100. Some of them obviously are much later game, but keep in mind, I don't even have 100% hunting fortune. And I am, with certain methods on this profile, I'm capable of going up to like 25 mil an hour. Without 100% hunting fortune. On this profile. That has basically nothing. And then there's obviously shard fusions, which go ridiculously high. Flips, yes. No, I'm not talking about flips. I'm not talking about flips. No. I'm not talking about flips. I'm talking about mob hunting. What ultimate chart should I put on my Void Gloom Katana? Swarm. Is the Blaze tier 3 hunting method still good? Yep. Like, I will agree that hunting is slowly dying as it's becoming more popular. I might be partially responsible for that. I'm not going to try and say that I'm not partially responsible for that. Between a lot of the E-Man videos getting fairly high views and bringing over 1,000 people into a hunting Discord server. It is, yes, hunting going down is partially my fault. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think hunting should be as OP as it was, I'll be honest. Hunting was and is ridiculously overpowered. How long did it take to get Heart of the Forest 6? Not long. You can get it in I mean, I got it in 23 hours on a brand new profile. So, not long at all. But we don't talk about that one, J-Hook. We don't talk about that one. If I mention that, then Dorings comes in and starts saying that he's taking my Wawa. And Dorings starts spawning in and gets upset. You do dailies and you'll get that. Do you dailies and you'll get there soon? I mean, yeah, only do 3. Actually, no, not only do 3. What was 23 hours? Heart of the Forest 6 on a brand new profile. Yeah, obviously do your dailies, but it is significantly faster if you just break trees throughout the entire time. As you get more Heart of the Forest XP. How the fuck did I hit Arachne? With what? Yo, how? What did I hit them with? That doesn't make sense. Your flowers, what, through the cobwebs? Where can I see my dailies? In Agatha, at the massive tree in the middle of the island. Why are you fuming? Because I'm confused. Fuming is the wrong word. I am simply just confused about where I got the damage from. Well, that's, 15-star better than Crown now? Nah. I mean, it has its uses, but not really. I'm fucking fuming. I'm fucking fuming. Because I live in a shithole. I live in fucking Birmingham. and every... peak British internet. Peak British internet right there. Holy shit, episode 2 was peak, thank you. Episode 1 was peak. Honestly, I much prefer episode 1 to episode 2. I had a little bit more time to make it. I am not going to be having air tactic in this setup. There is no good reason for that. You look more lesbian today. Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. Yokai Watch, OST. I would assume it's... You're at 7K on YouTube? GG, thank you. It's happened a lot faster than I thought it would, I'll be honest. Hot Forest 2 because I climb my dailies? GG. Reaper Falchion or Shadow Fury for revs? I'd probably go with Reaper Falchion personally, just because it increases your spawn speed. And its damage is pretty damn good. Should I sell my coupons? Yeah, you don't really need them, to be honest with you. You can buy some useful stuff, but you don't really need them. Discord being at 4.2k is still crazy. On God. Bro, the Discord... Why do you always ego me in Minecraft chat? I don't read my Minecraft chat. I'll be honest. It is not just you. I just straight up don't read my Minecraft chat. Cool earring reminds me of Zorro. It's very different. But, thank you. Get the forest perk for fast powder, 80. Oh yeah, good point. Don't you have Sky Honey chat filters on? I don't really care to have Sky Honey chat filters on. Mostly because I still won't read my in-game chat. I'll be honest. First, people talk so infrequently and then get to me in the in-game chat that I just ignore it in general. Third, trying to read 3 different chats is kind of rough. You going for primordial armor? Yeah. I mean, at the moment, only helmet because I wanna go through tier 5 revs first. I wanna get revs to level 9, but I don't want to do it without Reaper and a primordial helmet because I'm frankly a little scared of the boss. Does your wrist still hurt? Yes. That's the fun thing about injuries, is they don't go away in like 20 minutes. Is there a good axe or a good set of armor I should get? Full fig armor and a fig stone axe. I believe it is. Do sit-ups. Wouldn't chestplate be better than that? No. Reaper armor is really fucking strong for revs. Reaper armor is better than primordial armor if you're doing revs. Is there a reason you jump when you black hole? Yes, it's so the mobs get instantly captured instead of having to have to wait a second to go into the hole. Fig stone splitter, that's the one. ICal's grown some seriously long hair. Right. What do you think about the gems price increase? I mean, it's fair. Hypixel's got to survive as a server. I'm more impressed that it's taken them this long to actually do it. You said you made a video where you speedran to Heart of the Forest 6. I speedran to Enderman Slayer level 7, and within that speedrun, I got Heart of the Forest 6. Heart of the Forest 6 was more of just a part of it. Alright, chat. 1, 2, Only bad thing is the new price for cookies. I don't think it's bad. That's all. What was that? Rails. I feel like. Oh. 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 I don't know how to feel about that one. Is there a good armor set I should get for it? Yes, fig armor. I believe. Yeah, fig. That looks really bad. I was typing out night vision talisman. Fig mail. How do people have so much base HP? Skyblock levels, farming. Yeah, skyblock levels and farming mostly. An iron. What's an iron butterfly? But before that is canopy armor. I mean, honestly, fig armor's not really that expensive. Why this cam? Oh right, yeah, I forgot to put it up. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, most of your base HP will come from skyblock levels and farming. Hello, Nathras. Was good. Was good. Yeah, sorry about the camera. But what exactly is an iron butterfly? Like I know iron cross, but what's an iron butterfly? Oh right, yeah, of course, fishing as well. Forgot about that one. Bro, my hotbar setup's so cooked. Like it's so different from what I'm used to. This is quite a full lobby. What reforge should I get? On the armor, I think Groovy is the only one that's actually good. I don't think any of the other reforges do anything. As for the splitter, I actually don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I do have a sweep guide from the very start on my YouTube from this when what you call it from. But yeah, I have a sweep guide on my YouTube from when the update first came out. Unfortunately, nothing's changed because we haven't had anything new. Where's my boss? Oh, there it is. And honestly, sweep is the only. Did you just phase through the floor? What was that? Sweep is the only stat that actually matters for Heart of the Forest. It's Moonglade? Got it. But yeah, sweep's the only one that will matter because that helps you cut down trees faster, thus giving you more XP faster. In a lecture, should I leave the stream? You should probably leave the stream to focus on your lecture. I would recommend at least. Your playlist is fire. Thank you. I feel like this one's I feel like this one's a little on the depressing side though. I'm not too sure how Iris made it on. I'm not really too sure how this one made it on. It's like a sit-up, but you're not supposed to let your feet or legs touch the ground. So, like, do you... I need to look this up. You've got me interested. You've created interest here. Best hunting money making method. Unfortunately, fusing. As for which actual pure hunting money making method makes the best, Burning Soul would be the one. I don't know what gear you have. I know nothing about your profile. I don't keep up to date with the best hunting money making methods. How do I get a fixed stone splitter? Well, you either buy it off the auction house, or this might come as a surprise, but you unlock it in the Fig collection. Like 50 mil to buy a ton of shards. Nope. Yo, Kubiala, thank you for the sub. Too many people in this lobby. His back doesn't go very far. I can give Kalat. I still don't really want to. I'm kind of saving that money for stuff, I'm afraid. I'm kind of saving all the money that I have for stuff. It's an upgrade for the Fig Hue. Bow you're using? Spider shortbow. Right, I need to look this up now. I feel the need to look this up. Where is it? Iron butterfly. What is this?
Nasty abs, here we go. But
why is he speaking like that?
Nasty abs,
Stop
here we
that.
go.
Stop that. Stop that. Don't speak like that, you absolute creep. Well, that's not at all what I was expecting.
Introducing Grammarly like.
Do you lot watch football? I do not. I do not watch football. Despite being British, it's not really my thing, I'll be honest. It's like collection 6 for the splitter. I mean, okay, unless you're an okay, I'm assuming if you want to get into hunting, you're not an Iron Man, so just buy it off the auction house. It's only like 1 mil. Okay, I need to I'm so confused. I'm so right, could you link a video? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. You're British? You didn't notice? Do I not sound British? No, it's not. Okay, my bad. It was 1 mil when I got mine. I don't have one anymore, but the accent isn't that heavy. That depends on which part of Britain we're talking of. Can never pin your accent? That's kind of because I've moved around quite a lot in my life, and I don't really have a specific accent. Like, I don't have an accent for a specific part of the UK. I've kind of got a mishmash of a bunch of different ones. Are you happy? Are you happy from being from the South? I don't think I've ever said that I'm from the South, did I? I don't think I've ever actually said that. Norfolk, no. No. Only like 3 people actually know where I'm from. I actually know, only maybe like 1 or 2 actually know where I'm from. Or the general area. And I keep that quite close to my chest. I don't really want to say that. But before Norwich. Where is Norwich? Wait, hold on. Let me warp here. Norwich. Not even close. Not even close. With Bingo, what gear and MP would you say to run tier 3 zombies? Kind of anything. You could realistically do it in ender armor and an undead sword, but you really don't need very much. I don't know. I'm not a bingo guy. What's the TPS for you? Usually between like 18 and 20. Depends on where I am and which lobby I'm in. I mean, it's usually fine. But TPS isn't really a user-by-user thing. TPS is kind of the server. If one person in the server has bad TPS, then the rest of the server also has bad TPS. For the most part. 54 MP and Void Sword only deal 5k damage. Well, which one's Void? Void Sword's pretty good. Okay, you won't have a God pot. MP is extremely low. What pet do you have? What pet are you running? And do you have a 100% crit chance? Actually, you should have a 100% crit chance. How do I get Groovy? I don't know. It's a reforged stone. Look it up on the Skyblock wiki or buy it from the bazaar. I think your mutations die to get you think. Bingo pet or E-man rare? I don't know what bingo pet does, I'll be honest. I can't lie. I don't think I've ever played bingo. Where are you going? Bro, I actually just took a holiday. Groovy equals mangrove gem. Got it. Could grind out zombie pet? I mean, you could. Let's try and think. Realistically, magical power is probably your best bet to get more damage. Especially if you already have that 100% crit chance. I need to look up Void Sword because I can't remember what it does. I can't lie, I don't think I've ever used it. It gives 20 strength per piece of ender. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Void Sword's pretty good. Yeah, MP's probably realistically the way to go. Need a warp? No, I'm good. Bingo Splash? Oh, yeah, of course, right. Bingo Splash. I forgot that was a thing. Of course. My bad. I don't play bingo, so I kind of don't really think about a lot of this stuff. Yeah, Bingo Splash. Apparently Cleaver's good. Apparently Bingo Splash, Cleaver, and a dungeon armor set's pretty damn good way to go about it. Does Bingo give Skyblock XP? You can buy items from it that do get Skyblock XP. Already doing the splashes. Damn, 5k damage is rough. Yeah, like what? My fix here would be that MP would give you a decent bit. For a full set with Groovy, yeah, that's wrong. That's incorrect. Just apply Groovy yourself or get someone else to do it for you. It is not that expensive. Have this guy forgot to reforge his armor and weapon? I'd hope not. A professional bingo hater. Well, I don't hate bingo, there's just no reason to do it. For floor 6 completion, I want Bouquet of Lies. Probably Shadow Assassin. I'll be honest. Doing 12k on bingo with full Ender Armor and Void Sword. There's more than enough for everything other than Crimson Isle. Yeah, I thought so. How much MP were you on? Like 40. So why is this guy only doing 5k damage? I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't help very much with bingo, I'm afraid. I know nothing. To deal 3 mil damage against revs, do I need a G-Drag? Probably, yeah. Midas Sword is good early to endgame weapon for burrs. Not endgame. Early, yes. Early and mid-game, yes. Endgame, no. You shouldn't be playing burrs at endgame anyway, so... Actually, not even mid-game. Mid-game is Terminator anyway. Mid-game burrs, you use a term anyway. A cheap Midas does alright. I would probably use something like a Felthorn or a Bouquet, though, to be honest with you. Over a Midas. It's just better. Midas Sword or Dark Claymore, you wouldn't use either of them. You just don't play burrs late game. You just don't play burrs. By the point that you can actually make use of something like a Claymore, you just don't play burrs with a sword anymore. You just use a Terminator. Shadow Fury is more damage. Okay, I would personally always recommend something like a Bouquet of Lies over a Shadow Fury. Simply because it's... If you only have one weapon, Bouquet is just more versatile. Can this poison please end? Holy shit. Bro, can the poison end? Are we serious? What is going on? Why am I still poisoned? Oh, there it goes. Right, brilliant. So, wonderful timing. Holy shit. Bursting sacks make skyblock. You should try find this item. What? What would technically be considered late game to you? The ability to do almost any content in the... Well, actually, no. Late game, I would say, is the ability to... Yeah, the ability to do almost any content in the game. Not necessarily easy, but the ability to do almost any content in the game. That is what late game is to me. For damage, which is the best? Claymore. Claymore is better than Midas, but once again, that doesn't really matter. Around 20 to 25... Net worth doesn't reflect stage of the game at all. You could have hundreds of billions of coins of net worth and have not leveled up skills almost ever. You could have hundreds of billions of coins and still not be able to do almost any of the content in the game. You could have never touched dungeons. You could not have any max slayers. You could not have any max skills. Net worth does not equal stage at all. Mostly because you don't have to progress in the game to make money. The stage of the game is entirely progression based. 40 to 60 hours to max at the moment, besides dungeons. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. What kind of belt and stuff should I use? David's cloak, mangrove belt, mangrove... Okay, look. I have a sweep guide on YouTube. I have a guide to max sweep on YouTube. I would just strongly recommend going and watching that. Because it will give you... Endgame equals level 400. No. I don't think so. Once again, I also don't think skyblock level necessarily means endgame or late game. Because once again, you can get to level 400 without being able to do without being able to do all of the content in the game. What we do for the majority of the money, just go to the sweet wiki page. Yeah, but like views. I'm way too poor for Shadow Assassin. Then make money. Or just use a zombie, night chestplate. Barely touch dungeons or any slayers. Yeah, exactly. This is why I say that stage of the game is entirely progression based. And depend on what you can do. Do you do profile reviews? I do not. How did you lose 15 billion coins in an hour? Watch the video. Bro's getting good at them? Lies. By the way, PV is also a command I ported out to the YouTube as well. So people can use that on YouTube. Zombie what? Zombie night. What's he doing? Attempting to learn and failing something called a dragon squat. Twitch has the ability to make me do shit with channel points. Death count? Still 3. Nothing has changed. Not changed. What's that thing in the sky? The moon? Or the fractal? The fractal. It's a fractal. It's from Rethinking Voxels. Only a very. How do I get it? And can I make it bigger? You can. It's in Rethinking Voxels. That's shader pack. It's only a very slightly taxing shader pack on your PC. How much damage do I need to make good money off Sven? More than you can ever get. You cannot make good money off of Sven. It is physically not possible. Sven is very slightly better than E-Man. Yo, what's good, Maxwell? How we doing? How is it going? Been a little while. Can I run 3/4 Strong Dragon and Zombie Knight Chestplate? I would probably run full Strong Dragon, if anything. Look, man, just get. Okay, Shadow Assassin legs, Shadow Assassin legs, feet, and helmet is not that expensive. I would know because I have them. 1.3 mil. Okay, 5.3 is kind of expensive, I guess. And 1.7. That's still not that much. That's still not that expensive. Is the Foraging Wisdom Booster good? I actually don't know whether it works. Duplex work on Spider Shortbow? It doesn't... I mean, it works, yes. But eggs have immunity frames, so... it doesn't do anything. Of course you can make money from Sven? Yeah, you can make money from it, not good money. You're not making good money from Sven. Superior is better than Shadow Assassin. Superior is 4 times the price of Shadow Assassin. And if you're in dungeons, Superior is significantly worse than Shadow Assassin until you can dungeonize it. And you can't dungeonize... I don't think you can use it... What kata level do you need to be to use dungeonize Superior? Is it 20? Or is it 25? I know the other dungeon armors are like 15 or something. But I swear Superior is higher than the rest of them. Can't give you cannot, I'm afraid. I have quit my main. All 10... Oh, okay, all 10, Superior 14. In which case, yeah, you could use Superior. Only downside is obviously Superior is literally 4x the price of Shadow Assassin. No, it's more than 4x. It's significantly more than 4x, actually. Superior also less damage. This is true, unless you're using an AOTD. This is true. Unless you're pulling the modern soldier. So, you might as well just go 3/4 Shadow Assassin with Zombie Knight Chestplate. Which is fairly cheap. Okay, we're lagging. We're lagging. All's good, all's good. Minimum blaze setup to make money. What? 3/4 Infernal Crimson. I'd probably put your 1 bill Crown of Avarice or 100 mil Crown of Avarice. Either or will work, to be fair. Technically, a Warden Helmet would also work. You'd be looking at full Habanero Tactics, about 18 to 1900 magical power. Tier 3 daggers, all tier 7. You don't need Chimera, but Chimera is greatly recommended. Climb 5 Ragnarok Axe, and a Hephaestus Remedies Golden Dragon with a 1 bill bank. Don't think I've missed anything. Might have missed something. Don't think I did. 100 mil since no speed debuff. Doesn't matter as much for Blaze, because it doesn't really affect the spawn times that much. Superior is 20 mil. That's still a lot more than Shadow Assassin for worse in-dungeons performance. Best way to get Combat 22? I'm not actually 100% sure. I'd just do Glaciate Walkers, personally. I would just smack Glaciate Walkers. Have you tried tier 5 yet? I can't do tier 5. I'm not Spider Slayer level 7. Zealots wouldn't be better? As I said, I don't know. I just said what I would do. Can I be in a vid? If something happens that... I mean, if there's something that actually happens and ends up with you being in a video, yes. What is minimum setup for Blaze Slayer? What, just to kill the boss? Like, Warden Helmet, Frozen Blaze, Sorrow Chestplate, Tier 2 daggers, like 1200 magical power. Blaze Pet. Is this still hardcore? Yes, yes. Hardcore, but we have 3 deaths. Oh, yeah. It's a hypixel hardcore, it's fine. It's a hypixel hardcore. How? One was to... What'd you call it? One was to a mod setup. One was to the boss killing me when it really shouldn't have. And the last one was to my mum unplugging my internet. Do you have a saving grace now? Oh, I forgot. I forgot to grind it. In my defense, I haven't had the time to. I only hear skill issue? Yeah, you're not entirely wrong. Why did your mum unplug it? Because she's under the opinion that unplugging the internet and restarting it every 2 weeks is a good thing. She also doesn't think to check whether anyone's on the internet when she does that. How do you get killed if you disconnect? Well, you see, there's a small lag between disconnecting and you actually leaving the server. Like, there's a small lag between my internet going out and me not being able to move and my actual in-game character leaving the server. And let's say there is a poisonous spider beating me to death at the point in time that the internet gets unplugged. So it takes a bit of time. Like, it takes a moment or two. What are you planning to use your last token? I don't have any more tokens? Was it a good thing 10 years ago? Yeah. What damage do you recommend for tier 4 E-mans just to do them so I can get to E-man 6? Like, 300-400k? Fire Crimson, Warden Helmet, Ender Dragon, and one that. Can I do Blaze Tier 4? I wouldn't recommend using a Ender Dragon. I would use a Legendary Blaze Pet. And I would probably put Opals in your Crimson. Was a good duck. Other than that, yeah, everything else you have is fine. Doesn't matter, they both give 10%. Yeah, but Blaze Pet increases the, increases hot potato books. Where is it? Right, which one of these white guys is it? There you go. Double the effect of hot potato books. It is... Blaze Pet, in fact, is better than Ender Dragon Pet. If you're on the Crimson Isles. Best tree to farm, Fig. What the fuck is this? Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. Ah! Oh god, my ear! Oh, I'm being assaulted! Ah! What the fuck? Bro, my ears are actually being assaulted. What is that? Gives strength and crit damage? It does, you're right. You are right. That doesn't change the fact that Blaze Pet is still stronger on the Crimson Isles. It's still a better pet. What pet can I use instead? Any. I'd probably use a giraffe so you can level it up and make some money off of it. Hi, what did your cube look like? I'm trying to level up combat a bit. Okay. I wouldn't use minions to level up combat. The only time that you should have combat, like, minions down, like with the cube, is if you're trying to go for a leaderboard position in combat XP. Considering that, including all of the minion slots, this cost me probably close to 5 to 6 billion. Alongside, like, the 300 and something million coins it costs me to fuel it every 16 days. I mean, to be fair, not anymore. Not that it doesn't anymore. How much do they make? They're not for money. What should I do for XP then? Just play the game. Combat is basically a passive skill. But yeah, I'll be honest, like, I don't have them down for XP really anymore. I just have stuff in there now. Why has this guy got nothing? Oh. Right, you still have that in. Okay, that's a bit weird. Fair enough then, lad. Why do you have 4 combat sacks? Because I didn't have it high enough. Haven't touched combat, really? Then, I mean, still just do combat. How did you get your fishing XP? I fished. You know what? You can have potatoes. You know what? You can have one of those. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy, buddy. You can have one of those. But yeah, they don't really make any money. These guys don't really make a whole lot. They don't make much at all. I mean, they do make a shit ton if you're leveling pets with them. I don't really. I just had them down for combat XP, and now I just kind of have them down for the fun of it. To that buns up, not a chance. No one's getting invited to that. I will not have more co-op, any new co-op members. My co-op members are myself. That profile is an artifact until the day that I get a new one. And can actually transfer the stuff that I want to transfer over. Until I get it to that level. Because, like, what? At the end of the day, there's stuff on that profile that I could sell. It's just I don't know how to price it. I don't think there is a good way of pricing it. Like, for example, the Death Ripper dagger. I could sell it. I just... It doesn't really have a set value. Like, it's kind of worth however much someone's willing to pay for it. Kind of thing. I mean, it has a set value in terms of, like, a minimum, like, of, like, 1 billion coins, but... Don't sell it, it's a prize of a dagger, I don't plan to sell it. But, like, my point is that I literally wouldn't know how to sell it in the first place. Because, like, what? First off, I wouldn't know how to price it. Second off, how many people on the server are we thinking would care enough to buy, to, like, pay for it? It is a pure collector's item. That dagger is purely from the collection value of being one of the highest XP daggers on the server, or one of the highest XP daggers on the server. I mean, obviously, yeah, there's gonna be one or two daggers that have a little bit more XP than mine does. But what? Can I find your playlist somewhere? I don't think I might have. Did I ever fix it? I get it just as a memento. The thing is, though, is I don't know how to price it. Is my point. I don't know how to price it. How much does your slime farm make? I don't have a slime farm? Do I? Do I have a slime farm on one of my profiles? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Hmm. 0.4 coins per combat XP plus item value. How much is that? Hold on, chat. On your co-op, I think. Well, my main profile is Revenant Minions. And I don't play any of my other ones. Why don't you have an exclamation song command? Because I've never bothered linking Stream Elements and Spotify, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how much that is. Hey, if you want to do the math on how much that would be, the dagger has 4.7 billion XP on it. So if you wanna do the math, then be my guest. Thank you. Sorry for threatening you. I know I've seen you scared and threatened. Didn't mean the song's lyrics. I typed in chat. What? Do you play with Emmy? Oh, that's one of my alts. I can't remember who. I think it was Techno Santa that named that one. What's this? Alright, I guess we're swapping profiles. Unless this spawns my boss, in which case I'm not. Oh, this will, though. Give me a second. Never mind. I severely it overestimated the value. Yes. Where is it? There you go. You are there. Slime farm there that makes a lot. I don't. I do not. These are rev minions. I do not have slimes anywhere. There are no slimes. Anywhere on this profile there is no slimes on here. Oh wait. Do I have it on this one? Oh, I do. Oh shit. How long have these been here for? Oh, I have no idea. I have literally no idea how much this makes. This kind of just exists. What should I invest it on? Find a skill that you want to do and buy some gear for it. Farming's a pretty good one. Good minions for coins. Depends on your budget, and I don't really know. I don't think I've ever had minions down for money. Do I need a hype to make good money from Spider? Nah, not really. Obviously, hype will significantly increase how much you make because your spawn times will get a lot faster. But you don't really need it. 100 billion budget. Right, surely that's real, right? Surely. Surely. In that case, it's tarantula minions, but 32 tier 12 tarantula minions. Per refuel? I don't refuel them anymore. Now that I've quit the profile, I don't bother refueling them. They no longer run hype catalysts because it doesn't really matter. 400 mil budget, let's say. Honestly, slime's not bad. I want to say wheat is better. I don't really know. Pretty sure, Connoisseur has a good video on minions now. I'm pretty sure Connoisseur has a pretty good video on minions. To do max M7, surely. Surely 100 mils max. 0.9 sentimental value. I mean, look. Sentimental value is one thing. If someone would get use out of an item, then they'd get use out of an item. Rather than just rot on my profile. Flower minion seems good. I don't know about flower minion because it's usually flower minions often inflated. Flower minions are shit. That's kind of what I thought. They are often artificially inflated. Best sweep or fortune? I don't have a clue. I think with a Jade Dragon you can get to like 900 and something with sweep. Fortune, I don't have a clue, I'll be honest. He named the price, I take it, damn. What kind of wealth do you have, sir? What kind of wealth do you have? I feel like 4.5 would be fair. What should I get for combat and or slayers for 23 mil? I don't know what the rest of your profile looks like. How's your MP? What armor do you have? What like what pet? What weapons? What do we got here? What are we working on here? Skycrypts are just not updated yet. Oh, okay. MP is 80, main, melee, strong dragon, max hunting set. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good start. Honestly, I would put all of your money into magical power. I would put everything you have into magical power. To be completely honest with you. Strong Dragon's pretty good. Especially if you were to if you were to at some point pick up a warped AOTV. How do you make your minions stand in the air? Well, you put them on a block and then you mine the block. And then they're floating. How much does your Revenant make? kind of depends on how many co-op mates I have and whether I actually use them for pet leveling or not. I've personally never used them for pet leveling. I can't tell you how much they make because I've only ever lost money on them. What realistic? How? I don't know. I really don't know. I really couldn't tell you. With how they are currently, probably I don't know. 5 mil a day, maybe. They're not exactly optimized. Rev's pretty much only good if you're using them for pet leveling. With a max co-op. What's the talisman thing on the chest? Which talisman thing on which chest? It's like a bunch of... Oh, that! That's something called a Orb of Healing. You can put people's names on it. And then, if you put them in an item frame, the name doesn't disappear. So, I put friends and other streamers' names in there. Instead of just on signs. Since people can get their names in the cube. On a sign. Some people, some friends and stuff have had their name on an actual orb. Instead. Can I make a low ball on your advanced armor? I'm afraid it's not mine. That is collat. That is collateral. I don't actually have anything left on that profile that is for sale. There is nothing left. There's the only two things that are actually that haven't been sold yet are reserved. I'm afraid. Is it worth putting looting 5 on the blaze daggers? Death Ripper you can make an argument for if you melee spawn. Pyro Chaos, absolutely never. Did you build the food truck? Yes. It used to be where I put some blaze minions. The spicy taco truck. Requirements for YouTube rank is 30,000 subscribers on either YouTube or 30,000 followers on Twitch. The recs are quite high. Is multiplayer grinding as a money-making method worth it without Heart of the Forest 6? It's not worth it at all unless you have a party. You'll do any content outside of Skyblock? Maybe once in a while. I probably would never do it on YouTube, though, is the thing. So you're level 500. Yep. That was the, level 500 was the last actual thing that I did on the profile before I quit. Top 100 Slayer? Yes, yes. I wonder if I'm still top 50, actually. It's been a couple weeks by now, so... I wonder. I mean, what? We're still top 10 Blaze, so I would assume I'm still hold top 50 for overall. Well, clearly not on this profile, though. Did Linky give you 16 bill? No, Linky lost me 16 bill. Linky lost me 16 billion. Make a comeback for Slayer XP? Probably not. Leaderboard, Slayer, total Slayer XP. Let's see, where are we standing? 27. Alright, that's not too bad. I'm still 27th. Are you top 5 for combat? No, I'm number 10. I'm 10th. Actually, no, I'm not 10th, am I? That's the in-game leaderboard. The in-game leaderboards are very wrong. Slash... Leaderboard... Combat... I want to say I'm 7th, maybe. Or 8th, actually. I might be 8th. Did you max all skills? Yes. I finished every single part of the game with the exception of skyblock XP and class average. Because both of those are boring as fuck. Oh, I'm 9th. Damn, I'm throwing, chat. I'm down to 9th on the Discord leaderboard. GG. It might be over. I'm falling out of the single digits soon. My life is over. Because they count people with the in-game leaders were actually, they are in fact not more accurate because they also count people who are white. The in-game leaderboards also count individuals that are white. Why do you have 5 atom splits? Why not? Thought I might as well collect some. Seemed like a fun thing to do with money. Can't do. This is true. But yeah, the in-game leaderboard also does, unfortunately, show people who are white. Which makes it extremely inaccurate. As a lot of people get wiped. He has 6, I have 1 of them. This is true. What power should I get for MP? I would probably get either Itchy or... I'll probably get Itchy to start with. As it gives you a good little bit of attack speed. It's a very good early power stone. They're not including wiped, cancelled out. They're not having people in the bot leaderboards. This is true. That's a fair point. Although, that being said, I think there's more wiped players than there are people with API off. Although, it depends on how high in the leaderboard you are. Like, obviously, if you're really high in the leaderboard, there's going to be a lot of people with their API off. So, it kind of depends. Like, let's say you're top 500. There's gonna be a lot more people with who are wiped than with their API off. But if you're let's say top 50 or top 10 or something, there'll be a lot more APIs off. It just depends. I think of when I played it live. It must have been kind of sick. I can't lie. It must have been pretty damn cool. I wonder if I've got the money to finish off my newt shard. I mean, what? I should be able to afford a primordial helmet and Reaper by the time I hit Slayer level 7. I hope at least. I might have to do a little bit of extra grinding. API is off. Is the default setting is off, so I wouldn't. Okay, but you're not getting to level 5. You're not getting to the top 500 of a leaderboard without realizing that you can turn your API on. Like, the amount of people who get that high on a leaderboard without realizing is so unbelievably small. Telling me there are rats with more... Yeah, absolutely. So good, love the videos. Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, someone sent that in the... Was that to me or to someone else? I don't know. There was never a name attached to it. Are you streaming? Not right now. You know, just I'm just sitting in my home talking to myself like an absolute freak. Then API off straight. Oh, okay. All good, all good. Oh, what equipment do you recommend for E-Man? Rift Necklace, David's Cloak, either Molten or Primordial Belt. And either Manticore Gauntlet, Magmalord Gauntlet, or... molten? Oh, there's a boss alive. Let's scale it down a bit. Okay, Rift Necklace, David's Cloak, Molten Bracelet, Molten Belt. What resource pack and client do you use? I use Modrinth, and resource pack is Fat Prism Frosted, which is on my Discord. I'm assuming this is my boss. It was my boss. If not Rift Necklace, then Primordial, what you call it? Molten works fine. To be honest. Song request. Oh, fuck's sake. You know what? This is a banger. You know what? This is a banger. This is just a banger. Can't even argue it. Even though Purple stopped doing Slayers almost 5 years ago, he's still ranked. That's wild. How much MP do I need to make money from Spider? I would recommend around 1,000. Which thankfully isn't that much money. I think it's only like, what, 600 mil nowadays? Okay, how much? 56. And a sting good enough? Yeah, that should be fine. $14 mil? Why? Jesus Christ, why is that such an expensive shard? Is that... I mean, yeah, look. Spawn is more important than anything in Spider Slayer. NC Highlighter, how can we install it? It is in Outcrow's Discord server. Spawn is the most important part of, why is there a hype mage down here? Spawn is the most important part of Spider Slayer. What are your thoughts? Not many. Generally, head pretty empty, honestly. For the most part. Will I be able to one-tap flaming spiders with my stuff? Okay, dude. Do me a favor and type /warp crimson. Side in dungeons. I have Aspect of the Dragon, Strong Dragon Armor. Maybe I'd do Mage. What gear to get, like, Cat level 3? That depends on how much money you have. Mage isn't exactly cheap. I don't have Spider 8 yet. That's nice. That doesn't mean you can't go to the Crimson Isles, though, does it? I have 30 mil. I would not recommend Mage. Means I can't use the Sting yet. Indeed. But it means you can get a pretty good idea. Depending on, I mean, actually, what is your current weapon? Holy shit, why am I, holy damage, what the fuck was that? What is your current weapon? It is in fact, that is in fact their IGN. I'm on M3, M4, and I have 250 MP. Jesus Christ, please get more. Pooch sword. Oh. I'm assuming you're Mastiff pooching it then. Which, you know, kind of fair enough, I can't. Pooch does around 400k with Crimson, not including swipes, and around 600k in map. Why are you using a... Why the fuck? Why are we using a Pooch sword without Mastiff? Yo! My guy! There's so many better choices, though. There's so many better choices than a Pooch sword without Mastiff. In fact, almost anything. I mean, fair enough that it works, but... Yes, if you're doing 700k with swipe, then yeah, you can probably one-tap when you have a sting. I would assume you would be able to. Wouldn't a giant cleaver be better than Pooch? Yeah, probably. I have 606 magical power. Nice. I have literally no idea why that was auto-modded. Is 660 magic power enough for E-Man tier 4? It is. I would recommend more, but it is enough. Like 10 mil on 50 MP. Ah, don't worry, it gets worse. Don't worry. You're still in the cheap stages of magical power. I unfortunately mean that. You wouldn't believe the weather we're getting? I mean, I don't know what it is. I spent 10 mil for 4 MP. That's still pretty good. Then how the hell does it make a difference? Because magical power is most of your damage in this game. The majority of your damage comes from magical power. Can't really go and prove that because I don't have any on my main anymore. But the vast majority of damage does come from MP. $20 degrees weather on Thursday, like last week. This Monday we had 10 centimeters of snow. Bro, you live in a you live in an experiment. Like you actually live in an experimental country or something. Like you live in a dev build. Should I upgrade Huntax first or Black Hole? Black Hole. It's considering that you actually you never need a higher tier of Huntax, technically, because you can just sword swap. The best way to hunt most things is to be sword swapping it with something that, like, what you call it? Something like a Bouquet of Lies, Glacial Scythe, Dreadlord Sword. I mean, you never actually need a max level Huntax. How much does it take to make set up tier 5 Tarantula? Technically, I could probably do tier 5 Tarantula with my current gear. I don't want to risk dying. Not much though. You could, for a decent one, you could be looking at like what? A couple 100 mil? Including magical power. 15k melee damage outside of dungeons. Okay, so why are we using a magic weapon to do melee? That's gotta be rage bait. That's gotta be rage bait. What's this song? Another Life, Motionless in White. Do you like your chat or hate them because of the rage bait? A bit of both. You're all great, but you can also be really annoying. It's the only weapon I got. My brother, an aspect of the dragons is like 1 mil. A cleaver is also like a couple mil. Oh, I did not need to call Maddox. I did not need to call Maddox mid-boss. No, 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 no. I did not. Oh, thank you. All right. I do not want floor 5 completion for Shadow Assassin armor. Give me something else. Dungeons. I have 17 mil. Adaptive, I guess. If you don't have floor 5, I guess adaptive's pretty good. And it's fairly cheap. Oh, realistically, something like Zombie Knight's probably a better option. I don't know enough about dungeons. What do you think about non-master mode LCMing? There's just no point. Why did you choose to kill 584 tier 1 tarantulas? Oh, I'm going for first place on the leaderboard. But I'm kind of exclusively doing it off stream. Because streams are left for progression time. On leaderboard tab, yeah, you go into Discord, into any Discord that has Sky Helper, the bot in it, and you type in the /leaderboard, and then you put in the collection, and then you go. That was good, actual. How's it going? Hey, Red Elixir, welcome on over to YouTube. No, welcome to Twitch. 6 hours, it's Traveling Zoo. Is Traveling Zoo actually useful for non-Iron Man anymore? I remember it used to have uses. Does it still actually do anything? How much money you got now? I have no idea. But I need a good bit of money for my next upgrade, so not enough. Not close to enough. Then there aren't any on AH either. This is true. I need a blue whale pet. Fair. Oh yeah, I guess blue whale is best tank pet now, no? That feels odd to say. Yeti's been at the top for so long. It's kind of odd to say blue whale being the best tank pet. Would a hype without Shadow Warp work for Mage? No. Because it has a cooldown. When you get hype, party me and give it me. No. Do you want to watch The Shining with me? No, not at all, actually. Not even slightly. Okay, where's my boss? I'm assuming this is it. Okay, I am gonna swap lobbies because this guy seems to be exclusively just stabbing my bosses. Never mind, they left. That's their one. What about Paw Patrol? I'm down. So down. Paw Patrol is peak TV. Peak telly. Peak television. Add me on Discord. Oh, I wasn't being serious. I have way too much stuff to do off streams. Pretty much all of my free time is taken up by editing, I'll be honest. And if not that, then I'm doing stuff off of my PC. Is it sweep that does so I break more wood? Yes. Sweep is the best stat for Heart of the Forest. Hire editors from third world countries. But I like editing my own video. I like learning how to edit. What is max sweep? Somewhere in the 900s. I'll be your editor, free of charge, but I still like learning how to edit. I mean, can it be a little annoying when I'm trying to get a video out and I have to have it out and I don't go to sleep until 4 AM? Yeah, but I still quite like learning to edit. It's quite fun. We're talking about editing? Yeah. We can both edit. I do the broad part of it, and you do the final touches. But I still like learning to edit, and I still like editing my videos. What part of I don't want an editor doesn't seem to fit in your head? Like, what part of that doesn't seem to go in? I don't know how I can make it more clear to you. When are you going over to Enderman Slayer? I might never go over to Enderman Slayer on this profile, just because there's no need to. There is absolutely no valid reason for me to ever do Enderman on this profile. Because it is by far and away the worst Enderman, the worst Slayer for money. Being used up? Yeah, but if I've said I don't want an editor 4 times in a row, then like... that doesn't take an attention span. What is the best? Blaze. I won't be doing that because of how expensive it is. Tarantula is tier 5 Tarantula is the second best, and that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what my main money making method is going to end up being. How much damage should I be doing with the sting? I don't know, man. Some. An amount. Why are some of your spiders blue? Because they're the huntable spiders. I have the spiders that are able to be hunted, highlighted in blue. That way. Is hunting better than Slayer? Oh yeah, by far. Slayer is one of the worst money-making methods, with the exception of high-level tier 5 Tarantula and high-level Blaze. Are you going to get a Primordial and Sting on this profile? Yeah, probably. I mean, I can't see any reason why not. Why do you have a 3.1? I don't know. For fun. There's a lot of random shit that I have on my main profile. How? A mod called Entity Highlighter. Plus Mommy ASMR, so every time I goon to Mommy ASMR, I see your face. Seek help! Actually seek help! My brother in Christ. Actually, no, not my brother in Christ. Visit Satan. He not even he would be go that far. Jesus Christ. That's cooked. Are you going for a golden dragon too, or just hype? Just a hyperion. Golden Dragon, there's no point. Golden Dragon's too expensive. One turn with Fatal Tempo 3. Why not? Fatal Tempo is just a fun enchant. I don't actually ever play that profile. I have quit that profile. I just have a bunch of random shit left on it that I don't want to sell. Why don't you have more? Because I don't want more. I don't have any use for terms, so I just didn't buy more. F7 subathon grind when? I am not ZJ2. I am... Nuh-uh. Yo, alhamdulillah, how we doing? Was good. But yeah, there's just no need for me to have bothered buying more terms. I mean, what, Enderman Slayer? But I didn't really care to do Enderman on the main profile. There was no reason to do Enderman. Dungeons, I already had Kata 50, and I played Mage anyway. Didn't want to do class average because that's too long for no good reason. If I have a friend that has maxed out everything and I join it, how many skyblock levels will I get? Some? I don't fucking know. How can we use Entity Highlighter? Well, you download it, and you type /Entity Highlighter. And then target type name, and then you click the one that you want highlighted, and it highlights it. Which is not how Outcrow explained it at all. Thanks, man. That's I feel like that's I feel like that's a name that I recognize. but it's the wrong color. How many kills should I have on my primordial helmet? Some. I don't know, man. Some. Figure it out. Yeah, you don't technically need any. What are the fairy souls? Do I only get only get the backpack? You get some skyblock XP from it as well. You get a little bit of skyblock XP. Fairy souls don't do a whole lot anymore. They used to be really good, but they're kind of mediocre nowadays. With every answer ready the moment chat asks. Because some things don't matter though. So some questions don't need a proper answer. Like, how many kills should I have on Primordial Helmet doesn't need a proper answer because there isn't a correct answer to it. Like, Final Destination, there is a correct answer to because of how much damage the boss does. You don't need any kills on Primordial Armor to kill a tier 5 Tarantula. You don't need a single kill on it. Since it shows through walls? That's not true. Because it's literally, that is in fact not a cheat. That is not what that means. It is a default Minecraft thing. It's ESP. Yesn't. It is still a default Minecraft thing. Highlighting entities is a default thing. From the spectral arrows. Why is this boss so slow? It just is. Do you use... That's a good point, actually. Sky Ocean Slayer highlighting. Give me a second. These quests take, like, hours? Yes. Adds glow to your Slayer boss. Highlight mini bosses. Highlights all mini bosses. Highlights blaze. What? Hover on disabled. Oh. Due to them being applied through walls. This is due to them being applied through walls. This is due to being applied through walls. This is due to being applied through walls. Interesting. Well, fair enough then. ESP should be allowed anyway. It depends on the ESP. Not all of them. It's 40-second tier 5 good. Not really. So, I mean, what? Some yes, some no. In my personal opinion. Like, for example, Mineshaft ESP is an absolute no. I don't think that really should be a thing. Kind of ruins the fun of it in some ways. Considered a decent time average for tier 5s. Like 25, 26 seconds. Maybe 25 to 30 seconds, I'd say. Loki Sky Honey is a cheat. Loki, almost every mod has some form of things that could be considered a cheat involved in them. This is why mods are used at your own risk. Sure, because I know Greg and no Hot Crimson. Still have a pretty early game set. I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not saying that there's a problem with your boss times. Like, I'll probably be similar to what you have. My boss times on this profile will probably be not that far off of yours. If we're being realistic. You can do bestiary without 3. But yeah, I mean, what? Certain ESPs are fine. Oh, I say fine. Fine within what they should be. Obviously, not fine according to Daddy Hypixel, but... Next thing you say is auto term and no clip should be allowed in dungeons. Well, that's a bit of a different... That's a little bit of a different thing, because that's the computer playing the game for you. That's a little bit different. That's the computer just straight up playing the game for you. Anyone who uses mods should perish? Real. You right. There's someone playing Skyblock as a goddamn roguelike? What? What shards should I hunt? I don't know. Invisibug's pretty good. Chills are very good if you have an auto recom. Voracious spiders are decent. Golden ghouls are decent. Minor zombies are good if you fuse them. Glaciate walkers are good if you fuse them. Are you using salt? No need. Salt doesn't do anything for me. What else have we got? Burning souls are obviously really good, but they require some decent gear. Hell wisps are... I don't know whether they're good anymore, actually. Auto clickers, I actually agree with that one. Auto clickers should be allowed up to a certain click speed. Like, obviously not like 60 clicks per second, but you know, like 15 CPS auto clickers, I think is fine. I don't think there should be a problem. I don't think there should be a problem with that. I have Necron. Is that good enough? Yeah. It's not like going above... Oh, no, there's certain things that going above 20 does help with, unfortunately. The higher your CPS is, the closer you are to perfection. There is a hard auto clicker? There is. It's not great, though. Especially when some activities are are just better if you are clicking faster. I have some problems because my PC is bad. Yeah, fair. Skyblock does take quite a few optimization mods to actually make it not playable, but a lot better. Yo, X-Rays! Thank you for the follow. How doing? Was good. It consists of 95% cheaters. Allowing cheats in a legit leaderboard doesn't exactly prove your point. Right. At the point where 20 CPS helps, it would just be better to move closer to the server location. Yeah, but that's expensive. And clicking over 20 CPS is not. How are you? I am doing excellent, thank you. I'm glad to know you're good. There's a small tiny price difference there. Why Spider 7? Because that allows me access to primordial armor. And primordial armor will make the grind for killing tier 5 spiders significantly nicer. I should be forced to have a way worse term because I'm low ping. Not low ping. Do you still think it'll take a month? Yeah. I in fact do. Very, very much so. How much for tier 4 E-man setup? You can do it. I mean, what, around, I'd say 1.1 billion would get you a pretty damn good setup, as in like 1.1 bill total net worth. Actually not damn good, but it'll get you a decent setup. Nothing incredible, but it works. How do people get away with macroing billions of skill XP? Because the anti-cheat is too busy banning legit players. And I feel so sloppy. I AOTV and it feels so delayed. Ping is inconsistent. How can I lower that shit or at least make it stable or just a bit playable? Move closer to the servers. Sky Honey help with finding fairy souls. I want to say Sky Honey has a fairy soul thing. Okay, we good. Just barely, but we good. Do you believe the ban announcement numbers? Yes. Most of them won't be from Skyblock, but yes, absolutely. Should I E-man or Blaze? I would do Blaze. E-man during Aatrox just sucks ass. E-man is horrific during Aatrox. Yo, by Picky with the Prime. Oh my god, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Holy. been kind of a wild stream, actually. No way there's enough players. There is, in fact, enough players for that. Hypixel is still the second biggest Minecraft server. And most people who cheat just, as soon as they get banned, they just buy a new account and log back on. Because Minecraft accounts are not that expensive. To put it simply. Do you have a real job or you just stream? I'm a student, so I just stream in terms of work. Obviously, that'll have to change when I finish my course, but 15,000 bans per week for the last 5 years. There's above 30,000, but there's 4 million bans. Okay, yeah, that's 4 million bans. Do you want to go back and check what like Hypixel's numbers were during COVID? Like, do you want to go back and check how insanely big this server was during COVID? Jan, how many people, wasn't there like 200,000 people on Skyblock alone during the Technoblade event? Like, wasn't there 200,000 people just on Skyblock during the Technoblade event? Like, yeah, 4 million bans over 5 years on a server where people just immediately buy new accounts and log back on. Isn't that insane? Do you go to... Do you... No, hell no. No. No, I just go to a normal college. As I said, Skyblock accounts are not that expensive. No, or Minecraft accounts are not that expensive. So they just buy a new one and go back to cheating again. You can bulk buy stolen accounts very cheap. Yeah. What do you want to work as? I'll be honest, I'm not actually 100% sure. I'm on a course for movie and theatre prosthetics, which if I can get a good job in that, that'd be great. Should Warp Den warp you to the Spider's Den? I don't think so, because I think there's a different place that does that. Warp Spider is the Spider's Den. Seen the TV show Faced? I have not, actually. So half of those are claimed to be banned by staff members. Yeah? Are we talking about, like, the weekly bans are claimed to be done by staff members? But, I mean, yeah. Most of it just isn't Skyblock. Most of the bans come from PvP places. I mean, you know, there are people whose job on the server is just banning people. There are teams whose entire job is just banning people. Is there a way to avoid false bans? Not really. There's a way. Yeah, not really. Just don't cheat. If you get false banned, unlucky. But false bans are not as common as you think they are. When you're done, will you get a job and work at McDonald's? I mean, to be fair, when I'm done, I don't really care what I work as, just anything. Because I can't guarantee getting a job in the film industry immediately after coming out of college. So honestly, just anything. But false bands are common for low-level farmers. Okay, that's usually... No, they're not, though. That's you. If you get... Often, if you get banned on farming, you missed a macro check. That's not a false ban. That's a legit ban. Like, 99.9% of people who aren't cheating that do get banned for farming are because they've missed a macro check. They don't even check low-level people. They do. They do. But yeah, false bans are not that common. They happen, yes. Obviously they happen. But they're not that common. What even is a macro check? It's pretty much the admin doing something, like changing something, messing around with something that you're doing, to basically double check whether you're actually there farming or whether there's a program doing it for you. Like maybe flipping your character around or teleporting you somewhere. Will you still stream? Yeah, absolutely. Never failed one. If you miss one, it's your bad. It's not that hard to succeed those. I agree. For reacting to macro checks too fast? Yes, that is true. Is your third favorite Slayer Rev? Yes. That one is true. You can react to a macro check too fast. Did you ever get macro checked doing something? I have never been macro checked. What are you gonna do after this challenge? Start a new one. I've got a few other challenges that I have planned. I'd react too fast and get banned. Just react slower. If you're paying that much attention, just react slower. Give me an idea for a challenge run. Mayor locked. They need to remove the F7 term cheats. That's not really something that they can do. That's not really something that they can particularly do, you know? It's a little bit harder than just remove cheats. There's cheats for F7. What do you mean now? My brother, there's been cheats for dungeons for years. I have to say that I like your AOTV texture pack. This... What? As in, like, the one that I'm currently using? Or the old custom one? What mod highlights voracious spiders? Entity highlighter. Your custom design. Well, thank you. I should really add some textures to that one day. Waited so long. Or at least just haven't had the time to add any new ones for so long. Yo, Aslan Paves, what are we doing? I mean, the macro ones, I need to change the terms. I mean, they're still a little hard to remove. Favorite movie / series? Ooh, probably Lord of the Rings. I'll be honest. It's such a good set of movies. Such a good trilogy. Yeah, it's selling. I don't think I can fit another 800 in there, can I? I could not. Can you give me a Minecraft account? It's my birthday today. Nah. I ain't that rich, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. That's minus 7 mil. So, watching like a month ago, and I love your vids? Well, thank you. How can you grind Slayers? Because I enjoy them. I can't grind other parts of the game this much. Simply, I just don't like them as much. But I actively enjoy doing Slayers, so don't know. It doesn't really Blaze fun. Yeah, I'll agree. Blaze is kind of boring now. After removing all the mechanics, it's by far and away still the best Slayer for money. Honestly, still, in my opinion, one of the more enjoyable ones. I think current Slayers aren't that bad, to be fair. What did they do to Blaze? They basically made Burning Vengeance pointless, so it's kind of just a stand and click sim. It's a while ago. That happened months ago now. I don't know, I don't think Slayers are bad right now. They've been better. But I don't think they're necessarily in a terrible state, to be honest with you. Tarantula is better. I haven't tried since they buffed the eggs. Tarantula and Blaze are the two best Slayers for money. Wolves are okay. Revs are pretty good. Yeah, it goes Blaze, Tarantula, Rev, Wolf, E-Man. In order of money. Trying to get E-Man 6, we can't do tier 4s. Well, I mean, I have both an E-Man guide and a full E-Man speedrun. You excited for Aatrox as the next mayor? No, not really. It's the one mayor that I was hoping we would not get. But alas. Of course, when we get Aatrox, it has to be when I'm doing a Slayer series. Unfortunately. Best money making method for mid-game hunting. What's wrong with Aatrox? Aatrox makes Slayer lobbies cooked. Pretty much, unless you're grinding revs. I found you, W. Unless you're grinding revs, then it's great. The lobbies are just a little bit fucked. Please do not help me with bosses. This is meant to be a solo challenge. Please do not. I love how everyone except for Slayer mains loves Aatrox. It's the same with every series. Or not series, it's the same with everything. Most high-level dungeon mains don't like Paul. Unless you have a perm. Even then, Paul does make servers a little cooked. A lot of mining mains do, in fairness, like Cole, but the servers also, once again, get a little cooked. Yeah, Finnegan, people like Finnegan. A lot. NC Highlighter, it's in Outcrow's Discord server. Is world record PB runners mainly just a 10% score? This is true. But yeah, for the most part, Slayer mains aren't a big fan of Aatrox. Obviously, Rev mains love Aatrox. People that grind Rev love Aatrox. Aatrox is like a gift from God to them. A genuine gift from the heavens. Because you don't get any of the negatives. People that like Blaze... Actually, Blaze is alright during Aatrox, thinking about it. Blaze is alright during Aatrox. The server... Aatrox isn't terrible for Blaze. I can't survive tier 5 Rev. How? Well, that is a you problem. Tier 5 Tara. Okay, that one makes more sense. I mean, it might be due to mistiming your heals. To be fair. Or a lack of defense. But yes, tier 5 Revs, tier 5 Tara is definitely a little harder. I'm around 900. I don't heal. Why not? I mean, I can't heal. Once again, why not? Where can I see the contest? It'll be on your scoreboard. It'll be on like your scoreboard right there. Your progress will be on the scoreboard. I don't heal if I use Florid or Wand. Then you've just got to time it. You do heal. You don't heal a lot, but you do heal. You XP hunting with Black Hole, or why do you use it? Money. It makes me decent money alongside the bosses. Especially since my next upgrades are quite expensive. I mean, Florid doesn't really do much of anything. Wand of Atonement's pretty good, though. That one does heal you a little bit. Obviously, Drain... I'd probably strongly recommend getting Drain 4 if you don't already have it. Then again, the fact that you're trying to use a Pooch Sword probably doesn't help very much. When something like... Even something like a clay... I'm running OFA. Of course. Of course you are. Should I get a giant sword tarantula? Wouldn't... No, probably not. I wouldn't really necessarily say you need it. Tarantula's like... one of the few slayers that you really shouldn't be using one for all on. Normal enchants? Normal enchants. Still probably wouldn't recommend using a Pooch Sword. I'd probably recommend something like a Giant Cleaver. I think, well, AOTD is obviously probably a pretty good option as well. Bouquet of Lies, if you have one, is a great option. Because that can help you deal with bats. And bats are pretty scary. Felthorn, obviously, also pretty good. It helps you deal with bats. Foil works well. Foil's alright. I wouldn't say Foil's worth it for its price, to be honest with you, though. Do you recommend getting Crimson? Absolutely. What about Giant Sword? It's expensive. Where's my boss? Is it this one? No, it's this one. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Okay, this is going to be a rough boss. This is going to be a very rough boss, actually. I might struggle here. We might be... Oh, wait, never mind. I lied. I lied. Someone's already gone through the first damage phase. We good. How much time in Rev... I don't know. I do not have a clue. I'm afraid. What weapon did you use against tier 5 Tarantula? Bouquet of Lies, Felthorn Reaper, Giant Sword if you have one, but not necessarily necessary. It's not like the best possible weapon you could have. Tormentor if you have one, although it has the downside of you taking more damage. However, alongside that, it deals a lot of damage. Right, I don't know which one of these is mine. Cosmic Joe with the tier 1? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't know where my boss is. It's one of the two. It's this one. Unless it's not this one. It might be this one. I don't know. It's one of them. I guess they both should die. It was the other one. I knew it. What's your MP? 299. Yes, it annoys me as well. Sting is the absolute best weapon for a tier 5 Tarantula if you're only using one sword. It's just expensive. How's the grind going? It's going great. Making good progress and good money. We'll comfortably be able to afford a primordial helmet. Probably not Reaper straight away, though, which just kind of sucks. Where are you going? Nice tank top. Thanks, it's hot. Hello, Rubber. How's it going? How much money do you have in the bank? 5.1 mil. Will you do Blaze on this profile? Probably not. Realistically, by the time I have enough money for a Hyperion, I have enough money to do Blaze. Best weapon for Tarantula besides Sting? Tormentor. Just 5 Veiling Skeleton. What armor are you using? 3/4 Shadow Assassin and a Tarantula helmet. Peak guide? Well, thank you. I mean, it hasn't been out for very long, so it doesn't surprise me that it's not a very big video. It's been out pretty short. Finished series with tier 5 Tarantula. Absolutely tier 5. Yo, Nick, what's good? How you doing? When will you start making bank? Probably when I unlock tier 5 Tarantulas. I mean, I make pretty good money with tier 1 Spider. But that's a little bit boring. $40k more kills? Not necessary. I mean, 25k kills is enough. Some green rice with garlic chopped. Ooh. Lovely. With a touch of honey. Damn. Chef type shit, you know? I mean, realistically, I'm not going to be actively making... My purse won't really be going up until I have all my upgrades. Like, right now, I'm not just making money for a Hyperion. Tier 5 Tarantula is harder than it should be, in my opinion. No, I think it's perfect. I think it is exactly as hard as it should be. How is the restaurant work going? What? What setup are you aiming for? Full primordial with a sting is probably what I'm going to end up with for the boss. Hopefully around 700-ish magical power would be about right as well. Actually, probably not even 700. Come to think about it. It'll probably end up being less than that. Can easily survive a tier 3 blaze get one shot by tarantula. Well, that's because they're different types of damage. That's because a tier 3 blaze is true damage, and a tier 5 tarantula is not. Should I switch to hunting when I get Heart of the Forest 6? If you want. I'm doing a normal profile. This would not be physical. This would not be possible on an Iron Man. This would be a physically impossible challenge to complete on an Iron Man. Because in order to do Slayers, you would need to grind money. And you don't... I don't believe... Unless you get lucky in Blaze, you don't make profit on Slayers on Iron Man. If they release a Slayer update, you will play on your main profile. I don't have any magical power. I have like 400 MP. I don't really have any decent weapons left. I have good armor left. I only have one golden dragon. Probably not. I have quit my main. That means I'm not playing on it. I have no intentions of ever playing on it. Like, quit means done. But you have so much money. Okay. Your point being? Do you have a guide where you show how to get max hunter fortune? I do not. Should probably do that at some point. See, having a lot of money isn't a good thing. It only seems like a good thing when you don't have it. But just trust me, it gets boring fast. Video where you can show how to get max hunting stuff? Probably will at some point. Yo, Simon, how we doing? Simon? I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. How are we doing? Welcome in and thank you for the follow. Is proof of why you don't liquidate shit? What do you mean? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say my profile is proof of why you don't liquidate shit. Because the goal is to not be able to play it. Like, my entire goal was to destroy the profile enough that I can't play it anymore. Profile reviews when? Nah. I don't wanna. Yo, Ustark, how we doing? And Luna. Hello. Trade for over 3 days. Heart of the Forest 5, 75%. Heart of the Forest 6, GG. Don't you work at a fine dining restaurant? Not anymore. If I worked at a fine dining restaurant, do you think I would be able to stream for 5 hours a day? Shardware makes the black hole faster. There is. I believe it's Python. Depends on what kind of shifts you do. Fine dining, you don't do that. Fine dining like if proper good restaurants like Michelin star and stuff, you don't really do shifts like that. You get in at like 7 or 8 in the morning. You get out at 1 o'clock in the evening. Well, you get out at like 11 to 12 at night. You probably only work 4 days a week, but the point still stands. How have I run out of flint arrows? I had 10 left. I shot 3. That doesn't make sense. I think I'm dead. No, wait. Yeah, we're just built like that. Michelin star restaurants don't really do shifts in that way, from my experience on them. With a Ragnarok than with a pooch sword.
Really? No! No! That's crazy! That's insane!
You do more damage with a rag than with a pooch?
No!
It is almost like we told you that a pooch sword is dog shit. It's almost like we told you pooch sword is ass. Have you made a challenge where you hunt for hyperion? I have not. I did the Enderman Slayer speedrun, which the entire like billion coins for the setup was made through hunting. When Abiphone Jack's contact? Nah, I don't need it. I don't need that. Pooch sword is terrible. It is horrifically bad. France had both types of shift. You had sometimes night day or sometimes full day. Okay, France might be a little different. Other different countries have different work ethics, work stuff. To be fair, in the UK, we work. It's daily. It's all day. Oh, was good TGB. We did one. I have never worked in France. I mean, obviously, some restaurants do, but not Michelin stars or not Michelin star restaurants. They are all day. Where I only worked in Michelin star restaurants? No, I have not only worked in Michelin star restaurants. I've worked in other restaurants. 3-star and 2-star. Okay, but my point still stands that I don't know how things work in France because I've never worked in France. So I don't know what the work is like over there or how their shifting works. I can only speak on my experience in England. Will I make more money by crafting shards than by just selling normal shards? Yes. Crafting shards is a lot more work, though, because you have to find your own crafts. If anybody tells you a craft to do, it's because it's dying. What was the starting point for working? What do you mean? What type of placing you worked in? At start. I still don't really get what you mean by what type of placing. The word placing is kind of what's throwing me off there. Place. I started working at a small restaurant for a little while near where I live. Therefore, I'm not going to say what it was called. It was decent, not amazing. Like, better. It was a good restaurant, but not amazing. Then I spent a bit of time working in Dinner by Heston in London. Eventually came back to where I was, well, near where I was living, because, well, cost of living in London is a nightmare. And I really didn't want to live too far outside of the city just to survive. And then have to deal with, like, a 45-minute to an hour-long transport time when I start work at 7 a.m. And usually would be getting home at around 1:30 to 2 a.m. I didn't really want to deal with that. I'll be honest with you. That was not an ideal thing to the situation. Do you live alone? I do. Then, what was I going to say? Was going to spend a bit of time at Opheme in Birmingham. But ended up not in the end. And then ending up leaving the kitchen just due to the insane amount of stress and hours. Do you live in a house or an apartment? In a house. It is not my house. My mother owns it. Did you have a high class? But I'll be completely honest. I could not mentally deal with kitchens, and how I just couldn't deal with the stress or the hours of it. My little autistic brain just kind of couldn't hack it. Too much stuff, too much noise. Couldn't do it. What if you were the one yelling at the people? It doesn't matter whether I'm the one yelling at the people or whether they're the one yelling at me. It's still a loud environment. Did you get fired or quit? I quit. I left. I left of my own accord. There is also really bad... There is a lot of labor abuse in restaurants. This is true. There is a huge amount of labor abuse. I mean, what? Realistically, if you're working in a kitchen, odds are you're going to be working either longer hours than you should be, or having days potentially without a break. That's kind of how it is. Is it good? No, hell no. But that is kind of just how it goes. This is why you're an alcoholic. Not anymore. I very much was. I very much was. Has one highlight only one mob? It's a mod called Entity Highlighter. Fancy Bistro and it was pain? Real. What's your dream job? I mean, this. This would be ideal. I get to do something that I enjoy and actually love doing. But it's not exactly something that I didn't exactly pick the greatest, or well, I guess my brain didn't exactly find the greatest game to actually fall in love with and want to make videos on. And put all my time and effort into. I picked like possibly the worst thing I could have, if we're being completely real here. Do you smoke weed? I do not. I could have chosen so many better things to do. I wish I'd got addicted and extremely good on FPS or so, like a popular FPS or something. That would be so much better. Gotta work with those metal chopsticks for plating. Real! Bro, look. Some types of plating I like. But God, when it gets to the point of just being pretentious and assholey. Oh, it takes all the fun out of plating stuff. When every plate has to look exactly the same. When you get a job, will you continue streaming? I will, probably less. I'll probably prioritize YouTube over streaming at that point, to be honest with you. Sad with the downfall of the casual CS feeling? Never actually liked CS, I'll be honest. It's never a game that I enjoyed doing. You look like the 67 monster, but hotter. The what? I chose to be autistically good at skyblock and Rocket League. It's bad. Isn't it easier to stream than making YouTube videos? Yes, it is. But making YouTube videos is fun. Streaming is... actually... no. I actually... I don't necessarily think it is easier to stream than making YouTube videos. They're just different. YouTube videos are higher effort and take longer. But they are way less mentally draining. Making YouTube videos is far less physically and mentally draining. Oh. Hello! 1 second.